How much inspiration do you think you can take from UFC fighters where you've become your own boss, you've gone against the UFC? So do you think you can inspire a lot of generation UFC fighters to sort of go out there and you know, go to boxing and almost go against the UFC in a way?
My goal is not to inspire people to go from MMA to boxing. You know, some people love MMA. They just love MMA. I always preach that everybody should do what he loves to do, right? I love boxing. I always love boxing. He has never been a secret. Long time, even before discover MMA, I always loved boxing. So that was my motivation to like shift in the other side and come to a boxing match, right? And I understand that some people, their dream would be just to fight MMA. Some people, their dream is not to fight. Like, I believe that your dream is to be a great reporter. So there is not a comparison, right? I will not come here and try to inspire you to go fight. Why it's not your stuff? In the same way that you will not trying to inspire me to come become a reporter or something.
Francis, boxing and MMA, two very different sports. What gives you the confidence that you can transition into boxing?
Well, they are definitely different sports, but I will also mention that they are still sport, and as a professional fighter, as a champion, you learn how to get prepared for competition, whatever is the discipline. Now, I also have to remind you, like 10 years ago, MMA was different to me than boxing is different to me. I have done boxing a little bit in my life, but 10 years ago I didn't even know what means MMA, what was MMA. Here we are. So what do you think? Do you think like something different we can make it? Let me tell you something. We can make it from something different, we can discover something different, and not only discover, we can become the best in something that we didn't know.
sort of skill set, just boxing? Because obviously you've come from that background of UFC and mixed martial arts. Just to be training with your hands, how different has that been for you, and have you enjoyed it?
It's very different. I mean, yes, I do enjoy it because boxing was always my first love, the sport that I grew up admiring, even before discover MMA along the way. But over the years, get used to MMA, and then getting back into boxing, and basically at this level, it was very different.
Well, look, everyone knows your journey and sort of where you've come from. You've come from the ground up. Everything's been that struggle to get all the way to the top. Do you have to pinch yourself and just go, wow, you know, I'm here, this is the big time? You made a big point about getting what you deserve. That's why you left the UFC, so you can get that financial reward for a huge fight. How excited, how privileged are you to be in Saudi Arabia fighting for such a big event?
Well, yes, I mean, sometimes I have to pinch myself to see if I'm not dreaming, if it's all real. But yes, it's real, and then even now, so it still feel like a dream, you know, because it's just getting bigger and bigger. A couple months ago, I didn't know that I would be opening the Riyadh season right here in Saudi. And here we are. I've been here for two weeks now, and enjoying it, and everything been going well. And listen, we're ready to roll in the weekend.
Whatever happens, are you wanting to continue in boxing, or do you still have ambition to do the MMA stuff, or maybe go back to UFC one day? What do you think?
I still have an ambition to do MMA, definitely not to go back to the UFC, but to do MMA, and that's why I have signed up for a fight with PFL that I'm gonna fight sometime next year. So regardless of what will happen on Saturday, I will still do some MMA next year, but I still intend to keep doing boxing along the way as well.
There's a lot of talk. I've got a lot of friends who are huge MMA fans, a lot of admirers of yourself and your journey and where you got to in the sport of combat sport and MMA. And they often say, we want to see Jon Jones. We want to see Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou. Do you believe at some point that happens?
I don't believe that at some point that will happen. I wanted it to happen. It didn't happen. I'm here today and I'm having something bigger than that. So, I mean, I move forward, you know, even though I wish that fight could have happened. I wish for that fight to happen, but I'm not holding into a what if or what could. I focus on what is happening, which is great, which is big, and can just be grateful on that and enjoy it. Well, I would, first of all, I would say thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you to be in my side at any moment, even when it's tough, even when nobody believes. And let's keep doing it, guys. We get this. We get this. There's a lot coming.
Francis Ngannou, thank you for talking to Boxing Social. We look forward to seeing the fight, and we'll catch up after the fight.
Thank you very much.